I'll mark this with Caffey's name instead of Malchior's, only because I don't want to, because Malchior submitted 2 of these. Okay, so I believe the gist of what's going on here is the, what was I gonna say? I can't talk here. I believe what's happened here is that Link to the Past has a mentor tournament going on. Malchior, Caffey are 2 of the racers who are in it, who are often in our Z1R community. And, well, apparently they requested this seed to get played. So we're going to do that right now. So this one is the one that Caffey played in week 4 of the mentor tourney. So, as far as I understand, this is regular old open. There's not any weird, funky stuff going on. It is literally just an open flag seed, so we can do whatever we want to open the seed. Goal being, we have to get 6, not 6, we have to beat 7 crystals, and go kill Ganon. Go climb the tower. Nothing too crazy going up there, so hopefully it won't be too evil. We'll have to see how it goes. Wait, what happened to my life split? Why is life split? Not life split. Why is... Wait a second here. Where's Emo Tracker? Hello, wait a second here. Why is... I definitely have... Did I have to... Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh. Because I minimized it. Okay. Ignoring minor technical difficulties there. We're going to just play through this seed, goal being to beat the seed as quickly as possible. There is no key sanity tonight, although the bot may still tell us big keys because for some reason it pulls big keys in pretty regularly. But again, 7 crystals. Go kill Ganon. We don't know what those are going to be, but we're going to try to go through them. I'll talk through my thought process at least as I'm playing it. We'll see how good or bad that ends up being here. Let's get going, and away we go. I still personally prefer an opener with a Houlihan. That's just me. I'm weird like that, but I tend to just think that works because I prefer being able to buy the bottle vendor and possibly buy the item off store. I didn't get told I can't do any glitches or anything, so we're just going to do that. So if you hug that wall while you walk across here and then come up, we can do 4 hops this time. 4 hops this time. 4 hops this time. 4 hops this time. Slide to the left. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. We'll go to work. Take it back now, yo. And then I'll run South Shore just because, well... Or not South Shore, but Southern Path to Kakariko. Again, not necessarily the right way to do it, but... It also gives me a chance at bombs. Bombs, so that way we can... A bomb or 2 so we can do this stuff early. Of course we didn't get it. So now I'm just going to assume I'm not going to get... require anything at race game. And we're going to require something at race game and have to come back down anyway, because we know my luck. Usually got a 75% chance there, so... Redorank can stay. Boomerangs are nice in GT. But that's really the only place I use it. So, get our info. What's in here? I like the bombs. Probably not going to be able to use them, unfortunately. I'll fall down. Now it's time for Kakariko. So let's head up here quickly. Check the back of the inn. Buy bombs, and then go do all of our other checks. That was so worth it. Hope you're doing well there tonight, Millie. Fred, you don't have bombs yet. You forgot to buy the bombs. You have to buy the bombs. I'm used to getting at least one of the bombs out of the bushes there. Whoops. Minor mistake. Let's try that again. Shoots and scores. I'll give that one an A. Can't quite be A+ because we didn't get pure void chicken, but we got it into the other room. I'll call it an A. Now I'm glad I got that. Because, again, not needed. I guess, you know, again, if you're following logic, you do need that to do dark rooms. We don't have to worry about dark rooms today. Piece of heart of uselessness, mostly. Mirror. I wanted that, thank you. I mean, that'll make going through the Blinds Hut thing a little faster. No, I shouldn't gamble. I shouldn't gamble. Right, I shouldn't gamble. Use the lovely mirror glitching to... Okay. Of course, we get the potion here. Lovely. Alright, so there would have been enough money for someone else to get that. Hey, Joe. Thank you for the luck. Hey there, Opno. And hey, everyone else there, too, who I didn't say hi to already. Apologies, I've been a little distracted there. Okay, so we definitely have to go for... Well, that's great, but Jacob Fatu is no longer the U.S. champion. So I'm not sure if we really should be following that. One too many, sir. We'll still go back to Lost Woods. Again, I actually have considered trying to skip Lost Woods depending on what I find, but... Oh, I always hate that feeling. Yes, anyone out there. I know it's technically... Well, people, they usually remind you in the fall, but I'll remind you now as well. Make sure you got smoke detectors in your house. Go make sure you check them. Replace those batteries once or twice a year, so that way you can make sure you don't have to say it, you know, you save your life if something goes wrong. So definitely do that. That's probably a good thing we came out here. Okay. I probably should check stuff. I forget. This is actually, let's see. Crystal, blue pendant at there. That's fine. Don't need that. Oh, sweet. That's awesome there, Opna. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, well, we have a lamp. We have a bow. Eastern's fully beatable. Let's go. Well, you're always going to find stuff there in Millie. There's going to be a lot of stuff. The Lost Woods can be hit or miss, specifically. But the thing is, you have... I mean, let's Sphere 1 it. Let's examine what Sphere 1 is. You have Uncle and his chest. Do not waste your time on an open... Unless, if there's no key sanity, never waste your time talking to the old man there. That was a vanilla back of his hut. Technically, slightly shuffled, but pretty much a vanilla back of his hut. But yeah, you don't want to talk... Don't waste the time talking to him. I will talk to him SMZ3 sometimes, but especially if you're playing open, standard, or something like that, you have the map info. You're going to be checking the Dark World anyway. There's literally no reason to check things there. If you check the Light World map, you're not going to ever want to do that. It just takes, 5 seconds longer for something you're going to be checking. The only exception to that could be if you decide as you're looking through, hey, I've seen the Dark World map already. The green pendant's somewhere in the Light World. I think it's still faster, technically, to do the old man, but... Oh, don't walk that way. I think it's still technically faster to talk to check the map than the old man, but that's the one situation where I can see the exception. so Eastern has 3 items naturally in it. Of course, I'm just gonna shoot him. Yeah, sure. You know, a little annoying without a sword, but it's not too bad. Especially with the fact that we can see things. Some people will question whether or not you gamble the Eastern, rather the big key chest, but it's not worth it to skip usually. Going to walk through here. What will this word be? Can you find it before you go to Italy? So this room, walks straight up, grab the pot, walk to the one just left of the door, and then you can either shoot with the arrow or grab the other pot there. But they only trigger on certain points, and then they trigger relative to where you are. We have to go to the big chest anyway, because it's a vanilla big key. Well done there, Star. Is genealogy open to you? Technically slightly typoed, but does we really care? I should eventually have court experience, but we haven't gotten there. We have to finish this out because we want to go. Alright, so we should still get this, hold down left, skips the tiles animation. Out of that door. Very minor. This room, you can do the damage skip, which isn't too bad to do usually. You just come in here now. You take the tug there and throw that pot there. Take the vanilla key and go down. Right again. We're going down. To go push the block. We're going to go up. We need to go pick up these things to go in here and go with the cup. Well done there, Star. I think you got that one also too, as you did do JP there as well. It is true. At least I think that's what you have done. So we're going to go there. We're going to run down and go right again. Let's go back here now because we want to pick up that pot. But let's go in here again. Going to go for luck. I think it's Tanuki. Hope you're doing well. Good job. Ouch. Minor hug. Pot, kill 2. 1 and 2. If you need the thing, do this. Oh, this is the one downside here. Oh, that's fine. We can do it. It's gonna be slow. Didn't need that because we got the arrows there. So if you do this right, the goal here is stand up here, align with this guy, stand somewhere about this tile, and around the time start shaking one. Oh, okay, messed it up. Okay, so don't do what I just did. I waited too long to shoot that. Okay. Vanilla Eastern. Okay. So that's Eastern. Nothing there. Could have probably done it faster if we waited until we got boots. But now time for trivia. We did not figure out what we wanted to get. So instead we'll just run down here and go right. Because we're going to go in here once again because we want to go finish off the trail. We need to go run down here and see. Can we get through this one in Italy? We need to try to go in for a flee because we want to get through this trivia. We have a mirror, it is true. And just between me and you, we got a shovel there right now. We're going to have to dig it. We'll come back down once again. We need to pull that thing, my friends. We're gonna walk down here again and get out of this lovely place. Turned out Tommy turned out to be right. And we'll avoid that all on this night. We need to see if we get in the sight because we want to go finish off the trail. Yeah. Actually, it's not worth getting this money. Not enough money. Because it's time for our weather report. let's go pull out this thing and see if we come up short. We're off to Uganda tonight. The Iganga district, specifically in Uganda. It's currently 7:06 in the evening there. It is 67 degrees Fahrenheit under some lovely overcast clouds, 82% humidity. Winds are blowing there briskly on the savannah, about 2 miles per hour. So it's actually very comfortable right now. Hopefully it'll be nice and still cool for you later. There's your weather report. That's a lot of money. Shh. Ignore me. I'm not the greatest at reading things. Get out of my way. I should not be wasting my arrows. Okay, so logically, right now, it's possible that some stuff, yeah, minor details. Let's be careful here, because they do 2 hearts of damage. Alright. Now, if I'm in this neck of the woods, I like cheating. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I like cheating. So, I am going to be cheating. I mean, the answer at this point is highly probable to be in Hyrule Castle. Especially without key sanity, Hyrule Castle still... Oops. Alright, if you mess this up, come to this wall, walk right, pick it up, hold up right while you're holding up, and then you're guaranteed to get it pretty much. I don't remember Simpsons movie. I mean, I think it was okay. But it's not like one of those movies that screams out to me, hey, Fred, you need to go watch this again and again and again. We're gonna get a vanilla sword or something. So this is minorly illegal. Okay. If I had more repeatable offense, I would have bombed him. But, oh, get away, get away. Taking damage while you're in a water walk state is very bad. Oh, not water walk, but if you're in fake flipper mode. So it's especially where I have the Moon Pearl. I'm definitely wanting to do this because Moon Pearl somehow gives you here that fake, lets you walk. Yeah, kind of amazing it just happened to work perfectly. Alright. If you ever get heart piece and get a heart refill and you're in fake flipper mode, it'll force you back to swimming, but you can always just exit and re-enter again to fix it usually. Unless, of course, you don't have a Moon Pearl and you're in a water walk state from... Okay, that's okay. Would have been actually unfortunate if it was, not Moon Pearl, if it was something important there, because I don't know if I would have had the ammo to be able to get that, because we were spamming arrows. Let's see if Zora's illegal. Well, Zora is illegal. Is Zora worth it? Zora was not worth it. Turdsman, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hope you had a great stream tonight. We up to some FF6 or something else cool tonight? I think I saw you guys doing some Super Bowl relays earlier. Right over here. Let's do a pull just in case. Nope. Hoping for arrows there. Alright, I want to be a little careful because I want to use my arrows actually as we go down. Do I have enough arrows for this? Alright, now we can finish making it. Oh, sweet. I hope you enjoyed it there. We do have to pause, though. We do have some breaking news coming in tonight here on RF Coughlin Twitch Network. Good evening, I'm Fred Coughlin with this evening's breaking news. Dateline, May 21st, 2011. Harold Camping predicted that the world would end on this specific date. Uh-oh. That's not good. I clearly haven't done enough in my life. Won't be dying with clean laundry. I'm in trouble. There's breaking news this evening. And now back to going downstairs. Roll over in pairs. We'll roll over your neighbor's dog. Okay, so trying to figure out whether or not we need to climb, climb or fail to climb. Yeah, I think those are all magic group. So trying to figure out whether or not what we can do here is all dependent on where the small key is. Okay, everything in Hyrule Castle is actually legal. If the small key is back of escape, for example, it means you can't do back of escape without, and technically it would mean that you also can't, you need to have the small key to do these next two chests. And well, we have a small key. We're just gonna use the arrow on you, because that'll be one shot. Now we got a lot more arrows. Oh, the guards are in the small group, okay. Alright, we do have a mirror. So I don't care. I prefer not to use my arrows here, because I'd rather use the arrows when we're in the thing. So our goal, we don't need to kill, we don't need to do the hug from the guard. Let you take a second hug there, perfect. I'll just do a double pot kill. Also, it's not worth it. Everyone was like, no, Fred, you need to go down there. I said, no, it doesn't feel right. But you were all like, nope, you gotta go. You all make me want to do things for some reason here. Because again, if it's not here, at this point, really, there's exactly one other option left. And that option is... nope, we're not going to get a friend. I'm going to use a red cane here on the rats, just to see if we can get ourselves a... Right. I mean, bombs are great, but they're not dropping me the thing I really wanted here. Alright, now, thing to note, we have not seen the map of this dungeon yet. If we check the first two chests and we don't find the map, then we can skip the third chest. So there's something to keep in mind there. Get back here. There we go. Run low on arrows here. It's probably Agana, but... Glove probably somewhere in here? That's gonna be the map? Okay, it is Agana. Yep, Agana is our... no, not necessarily. This is the shovel. This is the shovel. Probably shouldn't forget that shovel thing. Thing that makes Kiki all so excited to see in our inventory. Let's do that one first. One of these two is almost certainly a glove or a book. Maybe boots, but boots doesn't even feel right. It feels like it's gonna be glove or book. I shouldn't be even checking this, should I? Okay. I should have gone down to Agana. Alright, so we're not getting arrows, unfortunately. Crab is giving me fibers. I want some arrows right now, strangely enough. Although, do I want to? I'm trying to figure out like how I want to do this. Because here's the problem. That mirror says, hey Fred, you probably need to go visit Hera. Problem is, I don't have a weapon to kill Moldorm, which is slightly annoying. Because almost always, you're like, if you're going into Moldorm, you want to kill Hera, you want to kill Moldorm. Okay, we can kill Moldorm. I would actually like that. That's Dark World access. This is good emergency backup later for blind. That's kind of why I'm willing to get it. It also gives us, you know, technically Spike Cave access. So what we're going to do is try to line our body up with that. Get to the edge there. I think that's good enough. Let's see. I thank JSR for that, by the way. JSR is the one who convinced me when he was learning some of that stuff to sit down and actually drill the locations. Don't talk to the ball. The ball takes forever to talk. So we can go kill. And thankfully we have the hammer, because otherwise this would have been really awkward. Okay, crystal. So I kind of just want to knock this out. There's only 2 items in this dungeon. I got a small key. There's a shock. We're going to go for some hug warping here. Should Moldorm better? Moldorm's better. No green mail. I could wait, but I also want to just do this. Now, it's possible you could say, you know, come back here later, hope you have a hook shot, hope that the second item, hope that the item here is not needed. It's actually something to consider as you're pathing. You could also consider whether or not you want to risk skipping getting the big key here, but my math here is simple. Oh, poop. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna play dodge the things. Ouch. This could be bad. Oh, that's gonna be a bad one. Oh gosh. Don't know how I'm dodging them. It's gonna be a bad one. Woo! Oh, shoot. Do that, thank you, actually. So there's the big key. Actually, we had to do it anyway, but like I said, or we could have waited for a hook shot potentially. Let's take the hug warp back. Actually, we won't do it. I should be upstairs now. Please, thank you. So there's still 2 items here on the climb. Now, if I don't have boots, especially if no boots, no sword, I don't trust myself for this thing here. So we're just gonna do it this way. Okay, so the big chest and the boss both have items in them. Didn't need that heart. Again, you can do the bomb jump. I just don't trust myself. So I just come up here. That's not what we wanted. Time to go on. Just wait for everyone to turn. Could have waited. Could have gone for that there. Come here. Hey, doggy. All right, doggy, come here. Come here. Nice doggy. Get the hammer box. The hammer box of the hit. I think he just grew up there. Alright, so we have the easy access to Dark World now with that. Probably a good thing we didn't wait for that then. I have mirror and hammer. Now the question is... I think we still have to do Light World before Dark World here. Normally I would consider Dark World first. That's a very nice to have item there. Wouldn't mind arrows. Strangely enough, like one of the only times ever I'll say that voluntarily. I could have gone up there when he was a little, just a wee little tyke there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to squash you, but I need to find out what the items are. Run. Don't hug me. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna be ready. If we take the hug, which we are, we're just gonna do that quickly. Guess what? We have potions, you know? Can't be afraid to miss them, because if you don't take the potions, then, you know, they go bad. Light is right. I want more arrows. I'd like to use arrows in this next room. I guess we can use red cane. Powder and more money. Back here. Frozen. There we go. Lots of bombs. All right, and we have, as annoying as it is, going upstairs. Right, mistake. Here's the way I look at this. We have. Nice shot. It's hard. Ouch. Just take it and go. And the mitts. Ouch. Get me through. I don't want to die. We can play this safe. And we're just going to do that and like that. Careful not to die. Once we make it to the Dark World, we're actually okay, because pretty much as long as we don't die, we're fine. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but... Okay, so Turlock's Quake. We do care about this. So red is at Swamp, green is at Thieves, unfortunately, and the 5/6s are the 5/6. Lucy, that's just my wife getting home. I think. Probably confirmed. I'm just not a stranger walking into the house. That definitely does. Considering I now see 2 cars. Looks incredibly promising, that is, in fact. And I am going to go, you don't have to do this, but with a half magic, I'll grab it, especially with the fact that I might have to fight blind. Blind is a potential thing I might have to do legally here in the Dark World with what we have. Typically never there, Bob, because almost all of them in the process of generation have methods to confirm that the game is in fact, able to be beaten. Mystic Quest Randomizer, I think, is the only one where I have run into that on any regular basis, and that has been specifically just because they don't put level checks on, I mean, it's technically beatable. It's just you may have to grind yourself up to level 30 to be able to punch the enemy. But really, that's like the exception I think I've seen on that. I guess some randomizers, like old versions of Beyond Chaos, I guess may have things where they're not beatable, but you go into Beyond Chaos as a challenge knowing that that's a virtually unbeatable thingy, so... Well, it's very likely it's beatable there, Bob. It's just whether or not, you're aware of all the different, potential things that can happen to it. It's possible that back then that, they still had some bugs that hadn't been worked out. So it's possible. Just saying that almost all the ones have turned out to be, such and such thing is something you can do that people don't realize. Tends to be a very common thing. Alright, still 0. So I tend to like checking Skull Woods. I mean, there's 2 items in Skull Woods, but it's usually pretty quick. Okay. Let's come over here. Fred, you went too far. I hate doing these jumps without the ability to buffer the sword. Dang it. Too far, Fred, stop it. You just need to get through here. I think that's good. I think I'm too low. Okay, never mind. There we are. Alright, so that's item 1. Give me some hugs. I could have just mirrored, but I'm just going to take this now. I'm going to take that we have 1, and I'm going to come back later. It's impossible for us to be able to... Fine, we'll go check the... We'll go check this. Don't do that, by the way. This is annoying to do swordless, but... Fun fact, while those drops from those enemies are there... A second item, okay. Give me a hug warp. Alright, so now we have confirmed. There are only 2 items in Skull Woods. Neither of which is useful, but neither of which also gives us a sword. So what that means is we can come back and beat Skull Woods when it's convenient for us. Preferably with boots. Definitely with at least a Master Sword, probably, or a Fighter Sword. Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on, It does depend for stuff like doors and stuff, It's usually things that they missed in the logic. The goal when people generate these seeds is to make it so that way you can beat it. But you can have things like in the doors logic, for example, there was one time where an enemizer... Or where you needed a bomb to continue, and there was nothing in there. Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me. Okay, Mr. Burns, what's your first name? I don't know. We have a fungus now. Alright, just because I don't have a sword, I'm going to go do this area first. Now, usually I would not do this for the sake of walking a little bit slower. Yep. And it's usually things like that where there'll just be some flawed logic that they assume will happen and work. And again, you don't have to necessarily do what I'm about to do here, going into Skullwood, or going into Thievestown. Green Pendant Thievestown, too. Why am I going into here? But yeah, usually it's just small stuff, like assumption-wise, that leads to things being, you know, not being able to be done in logic. Hey, we can beat, by the way, we can beat Pod in one. Do I want to do this? Also depends where I'm racing. Arrows are nice. Okay, second item. It's time for our weather report. We're marching through this place here and seeing if we come up short. We're off to Poland tonight. Piechowis? Apologies, I'm butchering the name. Piechowis, Poland, currently 6:32. In the morning there, it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit under some scattered clouds. 72% humidity. Winds are blowing there at about 1 mile per hour there. So it's going to hopefully be a nice day. Hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the weather. There's your weather report. I'm going to say we got 3 items. I'm going to take the risk. And I'm going to say the 4th item is not what we need currently. It could be a very incorrect assumption. That's what we're rolling with. I mean, there are 2 items essentially because one is a green pendant, but there you go. Changed up a little for y'all. Sometimes we gotta change it up when we get a good roll. I do a Pout Air, don't I? Should probably check that. Alright, so let's just go route this out then. Come with me if you want to leave. Yeah. I mean, the idea behind any good randomizer, Beyond Chaos being an exception, it's time for the word jumble. But the gist of it is, even if you aren't, you know, even if your design is, you know, go nuts, you do want to have the goal be, the siege should be beatable. Honestly, the whole reason I do high is because I can cut it off at several points and have it still work. Not gonna lie about that. There's a little bit of that possibility there. Oh, take your germs. Well done there, Wild Wolf. You figured it out really quick. Well done to you. Yeah, the skills definitely there, Shazbot, that Beyond Chaos can do are very, very nice. And again, part of the problem there, just, you know, why it's good versus that, is just that, you know, when you're playing, like, Worlds Collide, you know, I think balance-wise, you can't be dipping into that for the enemies. That's why I think they're really good complementary randomizers to each other. One's meant for a lot more of a quicker playthrough, just get the checks, and one is meant to be you're going to play the original game and you're going to go possibly run into deep trouble. So I feel like, you know, again, you run into both niches there. And it's kind of hard because if you balance, if you take a seed, like let's just take a Worlds Collide seed, and you change the skills, and now you have, you know, a thing that just casts Fire 1, Ice 1 as an ability, and you don't have any way of being able to therefore do offense, I can see places where you're going to be in massive trouble. I'm sure that could be. I mean, something like that could happen. It's just more of a... And I agree with that one there as well, very much there, Ralphian. 100% that you... Unless it's like a very special mode, you don't want to see final bosses shuffle. Like, there was one point where I was considering, like, a Bowser Hunt mode. Where basically, for SMB3, where when you're playing SMB3, Bowser could literally end up anywhere in the world. That was definitely an interesting idea. It just, again, it's like, okay. Yep, found Bowser 2 minutes in. Okay, that's annoying. I mean, Cold Stare is now in logic as well. Front half of Swamp's in logic, but it's unless Hookshot is strictly blocked by that, it is very rare you want to do that, especially with Hookshot being, oh gosh, with Swamp being a red pendant. Oh shoot, I forgot the chest, didn't I? That's not good. Alright, I'm just gonna walk this way. Should I be doing what I'm considering doing right now? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yeah. I don't have flippers. Right, that's a minor little detail. Therefore, I probably should not be heading towards Ice Palace. I'm already over here, and I'm just going to be lazy as heck. Pod is the correct play right now, by the way. Pod is almost certainly the correct play. Fire Rod does nothing for us again in Skull Wood, so. Be careful here, because... Oh, gosh. Why am I doing this to myself again? Oh, do I have enough bombs for one of these? I think I do. You son of a monkey. Okay. Now, technically, we can beat this dungeon. I'm still gonna hit the switch even though we're not doing that, because... Alright, here we go. We're gonna go do Icebreaker. One of the major walking through walls tricks. By the way, in this room, always walk in and spin your sword. Slightly reduces lag. This right. Come on. Thank you. And that's not illegal here necessarily. That is just that's just saving us time. Although it could be illegal, I guess, if depending on key placement. Doing what I can there, Rains. I swear I'm trying. Bombs here. Bombs. There you go. So we got key. Let's find out if this is illegal. Not illegal. Okay, that was legal. Key play by key logic. We could do this. Yes. Okay. I have enough bombs to do what we're doing, so we're gonna do it. think there is. I guess I could see if all the blobs there were dropping bombs. I don't think they're in bomb drop. So you're nothing. Oh, that's arrows. Nice. Your heart droppers? Looks like your heart droppers. Oh, maybe not. Possible that they're in the bomb drop group, but, or the wheat drop group, but we're gonna take it anyway, so we're gonna do this. The switch. Come around. You ever need to do this bomb jump? Stand in the door holding your sword out, and then just hold up. Guaranteed to get through. Useless book of uselessness. It knows really not useless. Level 3. Alright. Lie. Thanks to Enemizer, I always panic in this room. I prefer that another panic of, oh gosh, wait, did I not have the glove? I have the mitts. Spin to that side if you're going to do fire rod strats. If you're going to do sword strats, just spin to the other side. Alright, so we got a book of uselessness. And we got, you know, this little pokey sword thing. I hear it's useful, but I'm not sure. Alright, I think we gotta go to Pod. It could be on Catfish, it could be on Pyramid Ledge, but Pod is a crystal, and Pod is a dungeon we want to do fast. One of those arrows. Although I don't need the arrows, but we want them. Because we really want bombs. I guess the answer could be front half of Swan. No, it can't be because we don't have flippers. So ignoring the fact that it can't be in Swamp, pretty much at this point it has to be. Especially since we don't have Sword 2 yet. It can't be Bombos or Ether currently. We don't have Boots, so Aga 1 is off the table currently. If we do get Boots and Second Sword or Cape, we do kind of have to go to Aga 1. We are going to have to be a little careful here. It's a little scary. We only have 117 tries in this. I'm not sure if I can make this. I guess technically... 116 tries. I thought I could sneak by that. Technically, Beat Thieves and Green Pendant are also in play. But again, this is Crystal 4. So it's probably worth poking our head in and trying to beat it. I decided not to do Thieves back because, I mean, it's Green Pendant, yes, but it's also 3... We had 3 items already, so there's only 1 more item left. Plus... we don't have, like, boots or anything to make our... Okay, officially this dungeon is bow-locked. So Zora is now in Logic. Well, Zora's been in Logic for a little bit, but those couple of rupees we got out of the waterfall are technically in Logic here. like how I'm trying to grab things. I have a sword, too. I have to remember I'm not swordless. Now, depending on what we find over here, I could potentially go straight to the boss, although it's probably not a good decision. Oh! Okay. We can't go straight to the boss. We definitely have to go to the back of the dungeon. Okay. So the way key layouts work, for anyone who hasn't seen it before, just mentioning it because it's this game, you can only have 2 items that are not small keys in the front 6 of the dungeon. We've seen flippers, and we just got the bow-locked bow. So everything else in the front of this dungeon is small key. Thank you there, Kakariko Police. I am glad I was able to assuage your complaints there. And I appreciate the cookie. But yeah, so there can only be 2 items that are not small keys in the front 6 of the dungeon. So if you see those 2 small keys, like we saw the bow and the flippers there, that's the 3rd item, then you can avoid the rest of that front of the dungeon. You know everything else there is keys. And additionally, because we only have 1 key coming up here, I know, or actually 2, it should be 2 keys, because I should have grabbed 1 more key out of the front. Because of that, I know, for a fact, that the Harmless Heckway is also a small key. Have a great night there, Wild Wolf. Thank you for hanging on out. Enjoy that sleep. Of course, it's a vanilla big, not vanilla big key, but the big key is up here, all the way up here. Pain in the bum. Now we have to go back to get item 4 out of the big chest. So again, Swamp is annoying because Swamp is hanging over our heads right now like a sword of Damocles. Hey, no worries, Zarop. No, I mean, I'm... Okay, so, that just happened. Okay. Overswarm, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you had a great night. We're enjoying lots of evil madness. Always some really good retro stuff on Overswarm stream. So hopefully we're enjoying that. Although, on my luck, it was probably something completely different down there tonight. Blueprints, okay. Well, there you go, completely different. Fighter sword is always a pain in the butt in this room. It is not retro. Alright, let's see if we can do this here. I don't need the bombs. What am I gonna do? It's actually just bombs. I always like the bomb opening now. The bomb where he's going to start out. Slight delay for next one, so we can see. So we can do it here. Mess this all up. Now we're just going to go like this. Back here. Hey, Random Bread, welcome on in. Nothing big there, but we just get a bunch of interesting items, so we'll go with what we got. Well, hopefully the rating improves then. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope it ends up feeling like less of a time waster for you. So technically we're supposed to come here to get your flippers to then go get the sword by logic. Ew. Alright, so we cannot beat Meyer. It's actually something to keep in mind. We do not have a legal way to beat Meyer or even enter Meyer. Swamp is annoying. Because Swamp is kind of sitting there saying to us, "Hey, Fred! You got Swamp. You could go in here with no hookshot." Oh, by the way, hookshot could easily be in Gin's tower on the seed. And folks, if you have a saluting emote, this is a good time to post those saluting emotes into chat. If you're a follower of the stream, you have a saluting emote. If you have other emotes you'd like to use those as well. You are absolutely welcome to use them. We salute the bird. I haven't heard about that one yet there, Mom. It would definitely be interesting if that one did come out. Okay, so here, we cannot enter Meyer. We're going to see what we need to actually enter Meyer if we have it. Alright, so annoying fact also. Double quake. Okay, that's interesting. Ouch. You taking a second hug? We did. That's nice. We might be able. We can technically do most of Turtle Rock with no ice rod here. It's annoying, but we could do it. Ow! You got stuck on the wall there. Okay. All right, so we don't know anything about desert. Let's go peek it. Ton of money sitting there. We don't even know if desert's beatable. Depending on where items are, it's possible that desert requires boots that we don't have, that are probably up in Turtle Rock, knowing my luck. So, in order for us to hit Blitz mode, we definitely need an ice rod. Desert's beatable. Okay. So we would definitely need ice rod as part of Blitz mode. We will need a hookshot eventually, although that hookshot can be in Ganon's tower. We will need one of hookshot or boots to be able to get into Meyer. So we can't beat Meyer until we get one of those. We need an ice rod to beat Turtle Rock, which is the other 5/6. And in Skull Woods, we're just being lazy on. We could beat Skull Woods anytime we want to. It's just we might as well wait on Skull Woods to go beat Skull Woods until... It makes sense usually not to check Skull Woods until you've either got better weaponry, which we didn't even have a sword back when we first were there. Because we have our 2 items out of there, so literally the boss has either a map or compass. I actually think I know which one it is, I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Let's go kill a Moldor, a Landmo rather, even though I don't want to. Let's apparently get stuck on the stairs. Because right now our options are either dig Swamp, which is a pendant, without the hookshot. Dig Turtle Rock for 5/6. Again, without having one of those bombs. You could dig Swamp without having a good item there. Having a hookshot. We could dig Turtle Rock without having the big key to the dungeon. Or not the dungeon, but you know what I mean. Turtle Rock without having the ice rods, we can't beat the dungeon. We could go beat Thieves, which only has 1 item in it, plus the green pendant. Oh, we'd be in big trouble if they could do that. Okay. Let's see if I can get the right vertical without the bonk. Yes, we can. All right. Annoying yet beatable Turtle Rock. Here we come. You know, I probably should actually go check Agana. Even though I think Agana's very low probability at this point, I probably should go check Agana. Part of me also wants to just go be... Alright, Skullwoods is still a low priority, though. Here's the reason Skullwoods is a low priority for me. The only reason Skullwoods I would prioritize right now is that we have the book. Yeah, so, we need a sword. We need a sword. We may need boots for Ganon's Tower Big Key. So we're very much, it's not Schrodinger yet, I guess, because of the sword bit, but we're very much in a, we need one item now. Now, if we had had that hookshot that much earlier, we could have done Hookshot Cave. We would have had, it would have been definitely interesting. Although then I think we might have spent, we may have actually spent more time hunting places that we shouldn't be hunting if we'd had that. So it's probably not a bad thing that we ended up doing that in that order. Very convenient. Fire Rod's not great at damaging our friend, but at least it's almost equal. It's better than sword slashes usually, actually. I'm gonna try something to get you that bonk off the wall. Yeah? Off the wall. Thank you. Did I say get off the wall? Because I think I meant get off the wall. Down off the wall. Thank you. Thank you. I would check Ped, but there's literally no upside to a Ped check right now for us. If there's a sword on Ped... Actually, if there's a sword on Ped... Sword on Ped gives us an emergency backup, so I think I'm willing to check it. Okay, thank you. I'll say Sword on Ped says we could finish Thieves and then go beat Swamp, and we'd have a sword and be technically guaranteed to beat the game. So, that wouldn't have been horrible to find. Wouldn't have been great, but it wouldn't have been hard. So yes, we're going Fighter Sword into Ganon's Tower right now. Not Ganon's Tower. We're going Fighter Sword into Meyer. We are gonna... We're probably going to... I guess it depends on what we find here. My gut says if we get a very fast big key, that we go blitz mode and we get out of here. Basically, if we get first two and we get the big key, we go. If we get further than that, then we probably consider the full rest of the chapter. Okay, we got the small key here. And we got a mid shield. Okay, so we have to continue. So there's only one item left in this dungeon. There's only two in Skull and Swamp, in Mire somehow. Very important to check at least the torch item in this room if you're hunting for a big key, because you can actually get info about the you can actually get some good info about what's on the what the other chest is. Alright, I'm gonna leave it for now. I really shouldn't leave it for now. We know it can't be compass. Oh no, it can't be a small key. Basically, it's impossible for it to be a small key in that. Oh gosh, now it's 50-50. It could just be compass. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There are 3 swords in the game. The only way that matters. The only way that matters is if big key and small key. Oh, sorry, not big key and small key. The only way that matters is if both tablets had swords. That'd be the only way that would matter. Where there was a sword in Mire. Exactly. Well, it's viewer seat, but... I think we got it. Yep, good. Okay. So that should have set up Spooky. Guess not. Okay, never mind. I did not sub Spooky. Maybe it was because... Oh, maybe... I think I may have needed the splash on screen. So again, we know that there is a non-small key in the big chest. Right down the middle. Should still get this off before the other guy shows up. We did get 1 shield, so there's 1 item left in this dungeon. However, at this point, I think we still play for, but we're definitely going to do Hookshot Cave before, if anything else, we're going to do Hookshot Cave before we go into Turtle Rock. Yeah, doesn't matter. It makes Trinex about 3,000 times easier, so actually it does matter. was talking myself out of it, but it does make Trinex significantly easier to have a Master Sword. Neither one should hopefully be a problem for us, but... I'm coming from the top, because I think it's still a little faster. Because we didn't activate Quake earlier. We saw what it was, we couldn't activate it because we were swordless at the time. So it's definitely faster, because we'd have to do 2 mirror transitions more otherwise. We walked through it because we wanted the half magic, just in case we had to kill blind. Let me check this, because again, if there's a sword here, we're in Blitz mode. It's annoying Blitz mode because it's the 52 card pickup, but it's still Blitz mode. Okay, so it wouldn't be 52, you're right. It'd be 24, 28, plus a few spins. Probably like 32 spins total. It'd be 32 spin pickup. Briefly had the hiccup thought as I went up to the top there. Oh shoot, no, I don't have a sword. Or I don't have a hook shot. What am I doing? And then I remembered. Right. I don't need a hook shot. I'm just going to do it this way. We're just going to go up. We're just going to walk through this room. Key. Check the big key. Of course, it's a speedrunner's delight on the one night that we don't have... we need a sword. Technically, we could do some skipping of things. Three in one? Like, that's the... You can... Ouch. You can blitz mode this dungeon and not check a single chest? And we have to check the rest because we need a sword. I guess you could skip it, but then the problem is if you get an early GT big, you kind of are in trouble there. Like, I'd rather at least check this dungeon, not find the sword here. Or find a sword here and then know I can just climb GT if I have to. Brief cameo by everyone's favorite friend, Adirondack Rick. Bye, Rick. Should've skipped that one. Should've skipped that one. And I didn't skip that one, but I should've. I'm still gonna check. I'm actually gonna do this. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna do this the way that I used to see Ajneb when he would play this game. I would actually see him do it. I would see him check this, mirror, and then check outside. And I always questioned it because I was like, well, you lose the time walking in and out again. But in this case, sword in that big chest, I would have just gone. Especially with what we're about to be doing, convenient. But not helpful. You know there are 3 swords in this game, right, game? 3 more swords. Fred, you don't have a boomerang. Just to warn y'all, I don't have a boomerang. Yeah, but my heart's not racing fast enough for that there, Jerry Gamer. We'll just fire one very laggy arrow and then follow it. Actually, I'll turn flag. The trick there is you just walk to the left there on the top and take a very slight hesitation. That very slight hesitation can still be a decent amount of hesitation. Fall down, and we pull out the sword, gold arrow, silver arrow, with that. I think it's map compass. Oh, no, there's an item on the boss. Of course there's an item on the boss. Of course there's an item on the boss. Okay. If you're concerned in that room, you can also just bomb the bottom door and use that as the get out of jail free card. Okay, we have to pretend this is swordless strats for this fight, because we can't do enough damage to try next otherwise. So we're going to be pretending this is sword fight damage, and we of course don't have a... Or we don't have a... Fun fact, the fire rod actually does damage to the head. Unfortunately, I didn't switch fast enough to get the hammer out, so we're just going to do the sword slash to start. Well, I don't think I'll do any extra damage. Well, maybe the 2 of them there will be enough. Yeah, it was. Alright folks, there's 22 locations again. Start potentially can hold the big key. We'll pretend one of them definitely is not the correct answer, because we really don't want it to be. There is a portion of that string where many of you will type numbers into chat indicating where you think the big key of the dungeon is. We're also slightly concerned about the sword thing that hasn't shown up yet. We're going to really hope that that changes its mind and decides to show up. I guess I could do Spike Cave, but Spike Cave means we have to come all the way around and back. Opno thinks 6. Calandra says 17. Dead Guy says 12. Coconut says 3. Ralthian believes 9 is tonight's answer. Eugene thinks it'll be 1 somehow. Alright, let's head to the right. That's pretty accurate as to what likely would happen here, Eugene. I agree. Map of uselessness and small key. I will continue. So that's 2. I'm gonna skip this one for 3. This is a little bit of an annoying room. Do definitely take advantage of the hook shot in this situation. Let's just do actually with that. See if I can sort of magic a little. Because you're a little slow if you're walking through that room without, I missed you, huh? Okay. Just gonna grab this actually. 3, 20 bucks. 4, 20 bucks. 5, 20 bucks. 6, 1 beautiful, wonderful compass. Ah, 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 ah. In the compass room. That is a thing. Well, now we don't have to worry. Now we can kill Ganon once we get the boots. Fairy in a bottle. Gotta rub it the right way. Oh, was it actual vanilla? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't remember which room in the thing had the compass in it, so. Alright, so we may be here a little longer than we anticipated. Now we're really hoping those boots are not in mire. I feel really silly. Not there. I like how my mind was like, oh, we should go check the big key chest. The big chest here. I was like, wait a second, Fred? That would be probably not productive. Ouch. Just gonna take the teleport. Oh, it's definitely funny. That was a good. It was a good. I can see why the seed was submitted. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the time is 1 hour, 27 minutes, 52 seconds to see. With that discovery, we are now in what we refer to this channel's Blitz mode. Strap yourselves in, it's not time to fly. We have enough keys. Always do a check before you go upstairs if you're doing this in a situation like this. Make sure you have one small key. you have 2, it's even better, but if you don't even have 1, then you're in really bad shape. Fred, you have boots. You don't need to walk. Down the stairs, just to the right, dash up, swing the sword, apparently messed that up, so now the time's gonna be all off. And apparently still make it through anyway. Who'd have thunk it? It's like a new buffer method I could use. Try to take at least one stealth else out with that. That one out with the pot. Try to get just on there and shoot, because then if we get lucky, we hit him. Ouch. Wait just this tiniest bit there on the first one there. You get that, and then here. Ouch. I mean, Lionel's definitely. Wizrobes are pretty uncommon in here. I guess it depends on your definition of uncommon. I actually want the... Fred, you still have boots. Okay. Master Sword, we check all the chests. If we can get ourselves, we don't need to kill the Moldorm for the key. Oh, sorry, the mini Helma. But we would like, if we could, to increase our offensive capacity on Ganon. We got Powder. Use it, so we just get this out of the way. That's wonderful. Totally useful. Thank you, game, for giving me that. Over there, try not to poke. Right. Oh, you son of a monkey. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, sheesh, watch out. That's rare for me. Alright, there's one last chance, by the way. Unlikely, but there's still one last chance here. Now how not to do a Ganon fight. That was a good double, though. That's definitely how not to do that fight. We have one check we're gonna do before we go kill Ganon. We haven't been to the pyramid yet. And there's not a lot of checks left. It's easily possible one of the swords, by the way, was just, you know, behind the Armos. Probably should have actually killed them in retrospect, but, you know, we're just gonna go with this. Ah, dang it. I had the double there. Really? You teleported weird? 4. 9. Now I'm gonna wait. I don't have a cape, which is actually kind of annoying here. I like you in a good spot. That's a good spot. Oh, shoot. Get it that quick. Okay, got it. We're not gonna get the full 12 in. Oh, stop that. We're just gonna quickly drink this to be safe. I'm gonna have to go another cycle. Maybe not. Get 2 in, maybe. Oh, dang. Nope, we're not getting the 2. 11. Don't take more hugs than you have to. Possibly could have gotten a double there, but it's fine. There we go. So there we go, folks. A little bit of pain and suffering. Fun seed, evil. I like the lack of swords early. Coming in with a 136.17 is the official end time there. Thank you all for the GGs. Thank you, Jerry Gamer. Thank you, Coconut. Thank you, Lana Bean. Thank you, Upno. Thank you, Calendra. Thank you, PDZ. Thank you, Blue Hippie. Thank you, Ralphian. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Armos. Fine, I'll do it. Thank you there, DMC. Thank you there, Joe. We'll do it. Gee, I wonder how many bunks we had tonight. You might be close there, Opno. You might be close. You just might be close. We'll have to see. Let's run these credits out, and we're gonna go to bed. I don't think there's an easy way to underflow them. I wonder how many Bombos and Ether. I'm gonna have to check that tonight and tomorrow. I'm not gonna check it tonight because I kind of need to get to bed, like I said. But I should check tomorrow and see if where the other 2 swords were on the seed, because that was ugly. If you're someone who's not comfortable without with Master Sword, I could see that and being a little annoying there. A lot of places where it could be. It could be in the swamp. Could be on the tablets. Could be the 4 chests that we didn't check in Ganon's Tower, namely Tile Room and the 3 behind Armos. Could be in the vanilla big chest, too. Thank you there, Irv. And it was, in fact, 2. Coconut nailing that one dead on. Congratulations there, Coconut. That was definitely a seed that existed. And surprisingly there. Alright, well thank you all for watching tonight. I hope you all enjoyed your night. Hope you all had a lot of fun. We are going to cut out for the evening because I probably should, as I said, get back to bed. We'll send you off to Gyre. Gyre is playing some fantasy Final Fantasy, which is never a bad thing to do. So, go check that out. And we're not going to send bonking, we're sending hosting to Gyre. But have a great night, everyone. Take care. And we will see you hopefully tomorrow night, I'm hoping, for more fun action. Now that we are back, we're going to try to be back a little more regularly. Assuming I don't get too tired after karate. But thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon. It's time to say goodnight. Don't let the bedtime